Most High, please block anybody trying to interfere with this video. Ooh, my neck is cold. Do step in and deliver your messages to everybody who need to hear this. So I'm a loctician. I have been a loctician for 30 years, 30, since 1995. I have been training. And as you know, there's no school to teach people how to properly care for dreadlocks. So I am self-taught. Nature taught me. Okay. 30 years, I've learned a lot. Okay. I have been maintaining, starting, repairing, cleaning, interlocking, stop breaking. You know, I know a lot about dreadlocks. I could actually teach this skill. But they're trying to ostracize me from society because I'm not afraid to stand up to the government. So they've been sabotaging my business. They don't want me to have any money. They shut down my bank account. But in all this, I keep pressing forward because I have a right to life, my human rights and that, We don't settle for our human rights being violated. So in spite of all the fight, I'm gonna do what I have to do anyway. So this video is a public service announcement to those who wish to support my business because of my skills. I offer great service, and in turn, I just want to get paid and see the smile on your face knowing that you have more clean, beautiful, healthy dreadlocks that you could just love. Okay. That is my ambition when it comes to my dreadlock business. I have several abilities that I tend to turn into businesses, but I really love taking care of dreadlocks because people have been talking so nasty about dreadlocks for so long. The people have suffered a lot when it comes to dreadlocks. Okay, people been cut out of a lot. If you know the history of dreadlocks trying to break into society, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know, you need to know. Okay, they used to simply declare you nasty and stupid or crazy just because you have dreadlocks. Okay, and dreadlocks have come a very long way to where it is being utilized by people of all walks of life. Because if you had dreadlocks at one point, you couldn't work in a bank, you couldn't be a policeman, you couldn't be a doctor, you couldn't be a lawyer, you couldn't be anything. You couldn't express your skills, your natural given talents because of your hairstyle. Okay, that's where dreadlocks is coming from. And I've always had like a pull towards dreadlocks. I've always loved dreadlocks. So when I started my business in 2001, I started learning in 1995. But the first time I opened a business of my own doing dreadlocks was in 2001. And it was my sole intention to make people fall in love with dreadlocks. Okay, and I was fortunate enough to come across a Rastaman who knew how to wash dreadlocks properly. And over the years, me interacting with dreadlocks, I realized just how important it is for dreadlocks to be washed well. Okay, clean dreadlocks is the beginning of your most healthy, most beautiful dreadlocks. It don't matter what size they are, okay? As long as they're kept clean, they will be admirable. They will be loved, not just by you, but by people who see it. Very well clean and very well moisturized. You see, what a lot of people don't understand about dreadlocks is not like loose hair. Dreadlocks is a mass. Some of them are big, some of them are small, but in any case, dreadlocks is a mass. So when you got like sweat or dust or food, whatever gets in your hair, it can get into the dreadlocks. Especially lint. That's a huge problem when it comes to dreadlocks. That's one of dreadlocks' worst enemies. Lint. You know when you shake your pillowcase or dust your towel or something and you see the little white little bits flying all around? That is one of dreadlocks' worst enemies. That is one of the major causes of dreadlock breakage. That's one of the major causes of when you wash your dreadlocks, it takes forever to dry. So if you have a good washing dreadlock regime, then you won't have that problem, because the way you wash it, it will eliminate the lint from your hair, the dust, the sweat, the champagne, your partner's body fluids, because you were getting freaky and you weren't thinking about where you had your hands and what your hands was on, and you touch their hair and you pull their hair and all of a sudden that gets in the hair. Is like, yeah, all that is in there. And if you don't have the right washing technique, it doesn't come out. Especially now people are using the edge control and all these other products that are hard to wash out. You need to have the right washing technique for dreadlocks. It's a must. Okay, so my job, I used to do interlocking and all these other things, and I'm not interested in doing that anymore, because a lot of people are good at the interlocking. They're brilliant at styling. So I've kind of cut styling and interlocking and twisting out of my service. I want to get into the washing, the moisturizing, and drying the dreadlocks. If you need any repairs, I'll do the repairs, and that's it. Then you can go back to your stylist and they can style your hair. Okay, they could twist your roots, they could interlock your roots, whatever you do. But my job that I've created for myself, now that I've had the experience and I've declared where I best fit in the industry, is to take care of the cleaning, the moisturizing, and the repair, and give you advice so that you have great home care methods when it comes to your dreadlocks. Okay, so I've cut most of the services out because I'm not really interested in styling and interlocking and all those things anymore. It's most important that your hair be clean and moisturized. Okay, and if you have any breakage, repaired. Because I see them using some repair methods now, and I swear to God, if you come to my hair salon, which is in my bedroom, I operate from home and it's what I've got. So that's what I'm working with. And if that's not okay with you, then that's absolutely fine. I'm going to give you a tour today. Okay, on this video, on this live, I'm going to show you guys what I've set up. Okay. But yeah, the way that they've been repairing these dreadlocks, and you know when they do the dreadlock starts and they use the crochet pin and they pull the hair through doing that method, the way I wash dreadlocks, I think that it will destroy. I haven't had any experience with it before, but I, in theory, believe that the way that I wash dreadlocks, the way that dreadlocks need to be washed, because dreadlock need to be washed like clothes, because they're so thick. You cannot just wash dreadlocks like this and think that you're gonna get it clean. Okay, you have to actually allow the dreadlock to soak from time to time. Like, it depends on how much debris or how much buildup you have in your dreadlocks. It will tell you how much of a deep cleaning wash regime you need to put yourself on. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is soak the dreadlocks in soapy water. if necessary, you want to add some aloe, add some aloe, because it helps the products to penetrate the dreadlocks more. You squash it in and it gets right into the dreadlocks. It softens up any products and everything else that's inside. Okay, that's the first step. And then once that is done for a while, then you scrub it. You rub it like this so it breaks up everything that's inside. So when you do go to rinse, you squash it, most of the debris will come out. Now, depending on how much buildup you have, you need to do it several times. So you may be able to achieve great results like on your first visit, but for some people they're gonna have to come back maybe for another visit, or maybe even 3 visits or 4 visits, you know what I'm saying? But spread it out in order to get their hair back to a reasonable level of cleanliness. Because that's one of the big things that people have to say about dreadlocks is how they smell and they're dirty and they feel scruffy or they're hard. Dreadlocks are not meant to be hard. That's what a lot of people don't know, and they don't know this because they don't know how to care for dreadlocks. Dreadlocks are meant to be flexible. If your dreadlocks are stiff, it's because there's a lot of buildup inside. It hasn't been getting the proper washing done to it to break up what's inside and send it down the sink where it belongs. Okay, so that's the reason why dreadlocks are hard. And some people, you can look at their dreadlocks and see every time that they go to the hair to the loctician, because every time that they go, you can see the little white rings where they put the hair products on their hair, because it's being put in but it's not being washed out properly. And that's where I come in. That's the service that I want to give to the community. Okay, but like I said, because these stupid government people or the corrupt parts of government have declared me a rebel, they go around trying to smear my reputation with people and stop people from wanting to work with me, or they get people who they tell people lies about me, and then the people come in and they try and make me feel a lack of self-confidence because they don't want me to have a business, because I have a good mind. And when you have a good mind and you have money, you're going to do positive things with your money. And the corrupt part of the government, the corrupt part of the system, they don't want people to do that. So they're very afraid of me making money. And they should be, because I have great intentions. So if great intentions is your enemy, then, you know, that's not my problem. I didn't tell you to walk on the wrong side of God's law. Okay, love is my religion. I know that the system doesn't thrive on healthy family and healthy people and, you know, happy people. The system thrives on pain and confusion and scarcity, and yeah, I'm not into all of that. So if me trying to create a good environment is what's going to get me hated by others, then you can suck your mama, because that's what I'm going to do anyway. Because I have a right to be nice. I have a right to show love. I have a right to be caring. And I have a right to build great things that not only myself can benefit from, but everybody around me can also benefit from them. So if you don't like that, go suck your mother. I am a rebel, but I am a rebel with a good cause. So this video is to try and clear the air and hopefully clear my journey when I go out to solicit my customers so that I can offer my services to people of the dreadlock community. Because you need me and I need your money. I have rent to pay right now. My daughter's the only one paying everything in the house because they stopped me from being able to make my own money. Since 2022, I haven't been able to make my own money. And I just sat it out. I waited it out because, okay, if that's your wish, God says I need to chill out, so I chill out. But now I'm ready to work. So anybody and anything that's in my way, I'm doing this video now. So all y'all know, when you hear people talking nonsense about me, it's your business if you want to believe them or not. I'm coming on here to share my side of the story. So if you want to believe that I'm whatever they tell you I am, whatever evil thing they tell you I am, go on and do that. But at least I'm here to bring the other side of the story so you can hear it from my mouth, what is really going on. Okay? Whoever you want to believe is up to you. So I'm going to take you on a tour now and show you the setup that I've done inside my bedroom, because they have reduced me to a little tiny house. But you know, it's not what you got, it's what you do with it. I'm a survivor. Okay? When it was COVID, a lot of people found ways to operate their business from inside their house, and they never knew that it was possible. I've been operating my business from inside my house long before COVID. I've always had a home salon. In Montserrat, I worked from home. When I came to England, I worked from home. Several times I went out into the public and worked at a barber shop. And I used to say to myself, well, how come my salary just keep being the same? It's because these people been going around telling people nonsense about me. Imagine, I'm on the front street, working at Harry's Barbers, working at Ben's Studio on Hayes Road, London. And I personally don't take walk-ins, but sometimes I do. But I found it strange how there's hardly any walk-ins. For as good as I am at my job, I'm supposed to have people coming at me wanting to benefit from my service because I am fucking great. I know I'm great. In 30 years, a studious person like me, an intelligent person like me, I know I'm great. My work speaks for itself. But somehow, there were hardly any walk-ins. Every week, I'm making like the same amount of money. That don't make no sense. My phone wouldn't really ring, you know, so they got my phones blocked off from the public. People can't really call my phone like that because my number is out there. I put them on my websites so people can see it because I'm a businesswoman. I have a service to offer and I need what you got, which is the funds. Because that's fair trade. Then I could go pay my rent and buy food, take a little holiday, you know, do something fun, buy my daughter a birthday gift, whatever I want to do with my money. It took me a while to figure out just how much I was being sabotaged. But now I see the picture a lot more clearly. And I know that the people who want to stop me, they're just waiting for me to start going out trying to relaunch my business so they could get their little stinking, dirty secret agents to come in and pretend to be bumbleclad legitimate clients. But that's why I have my pay me all my money before I even do your hair. That's the reason why I had to come up with those terms and conditions in my businesses. Book appointments with me and then don't turn up. Play with my time and my emotions, just control my day and then don't turn up. So I said, okay, since that's how you want to play, now anybody wanting to use my service, you're going to pay me and it's non-refundable. I'm not giving anybody any money back unless I decide I want to give the money back. If you're going to book my time, make sure that you know that you're going to be available, because you're not getting your money back. So don't book with me unless you're absolutely sure that you can make your appointment. Because I got people trying to play with me and I'm not playing with anybody. I'm about my business. Okay. I'm gonna show you where and how, show you my setup. My nose is running. Hold on. I'm working from home. I've always worked from home. So this one I'm in right now is my bedroom area. Right? Flip the camera around. These are my indoor boots. They're like 8 years old. I need to do some new designs. I'm gonna scrape all that off and make them pretty again. But that's not what I'm here to show you. So this is my little setup here. So that's my hair sink right there. And that's my table that I plan to do people's hair at. But because in here, I got my stool behind here with some fashion projects that I've been working on. Okay. And that doesn't belong there. But this is my little setup. So I got this room divider. Let me pull it across. This divider separates my actual bedroom from, I shift some things around, sorry, from my personal space. So it's a big room. My bedroom is over there, but this is the place that I made for my hair. This is the place that I'm gonna be doing people's hair in. See how big that space is? Yeah. So like I said, this is my sink. I already got my sink. I got my mirror. I got my, I want to get a proper chair, like one like a pump up and down. I don't have that yet, but I work towards what I need. But that's my little table because I don't really need much. And this is my wastewater system. So the water comes out through there, it runs over into one bucket. I made this up myself. Another bucket, this is some chia seeds that I was trying to make some chia gel. My first experiment. I had to put it to dry because that's the easiest to get the seeds off. But that's not what you're here for. So yeah, this is my wastewater system. Okay. And this is my jug. It helped me to wash the hair. Okay, this is my sponge to clean my stuff. All right. And that's where you're gonna be hanging up your coats and stuff when you come, right next to you where you're sitting down. And yeah, I got my setup. Okay. And the universe is my partner. That stays right there so that everybody know I work with God. And yeah. So I am set up and ready to go. But the only thing standing in my way is those haters that's trying to stop me from being able to look after my financial needs. Okay. So let me put everything back how it was. So yeah, so when you come to use my business, you be in my bedroom until I get a bigger place. Because where I used to live, I used to have a room where I used to do my hairdressing in, and you didn't have to come into my actual home. But now they've reduced me to a smaller space, but still the show must go on. And come what may, I'm gonna do what I have to do. So if you're with it, I appreciate you. Oops. So yeah. So yes, I have on my in-house high heel boots because, you know, you gotta stay on top of the sexy, and really and truly is for therapy. Because at first when I was doing my hairdressing, I never used to wear heels, and then I started wearing heels because I thought they were cute. And then I realized I don't get swollen ankles anymore. So that's how I discovered that you have to fluctuate between high heels and low heels when you're a hairdresser, standing on your feet for a long time. Why? Because when you're standing, when you're standing on your flat foot like this all day, the blood pools here by your ankle. That's why a lot of hairdressers have swollen ankles. But when you put your heels on, the weight goes on your instep, so your ankle gets some relief. You're no longer putting the weight on your ankle. You're putting weight on your instep. When your instep get tired, you take off your high heels and you go right back to your flats. So that way you regulate the pressure that you have to deal with. Okay, and that's the reason why I used to flip between my high heels and my flats. That's a little hairdressing secret for you. Yeah. And also the high heels were great because I'm quite small, I'm quite short. So when I need an extra bit of height so I could get to the client's hair properly, I put my heels on. So yeah. So yeah, I'm here to tell you I am ready to work. Okay? And a lot of people's dreadlocks out there, you could benefit greatly from the services that I have to offer. And the haters are gonna hate, and they're gonna try and underrate. Okay, they're gonna keep on trying to turn people against me, but I'm gonna keep on pressing forward too. So they're gonna do what they do, and I'm gonna do what I do. So what I wanted to do is do a reading. Let's see what God wanna tell whoever as it pertains to me and my work. Okay, because you know I do. Well, you're here, so you know I do tarot as well, but now you know I do dreadlocks as well. So yeah, I blended two businesses. People need my services, man. People need me. So the enemy has to either get out the way or something. Something has to be done. But I deserve the right to make my own money, and people deserve the right to benefit from the gifts that God has given me. Because not a lot of people know how to clean dreadlocks properly. Because all these other locticians, they had to teach themselves. So because they haven't really been in the business as long, and they haven't been as fortunate as I have been to be around this Rastaman that was teaching me how to wash my dreadlocks, they don't have the knowledge that I have, you know. So I'm needed because people love their dreadlocks, and I want them to love their dreadlocks. And how do you really love your dreadlocks? You love your dreadlocks when your dreadlocks are at their cleanest, their healthiest, their most beautiful. And not only you will love your dreadlocks, but other people will love your dreadlocks too. Okay? So big up to the dreadlock nation. Boop, 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 boop. That's supposed to be my gunshots. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, my gun kind of defective right now. Uh, but big up yourself, all those who love your dreadlocks, you know. I have dreadlocks too. I had dreadlocks before, they were much longer, and I cut them off and started over. So this is my second crop, and they keep sabotaging my hair because they don't want me to be beautiful. So this blonde part here is my dreadlocks, and then this is some extension that I put on. Since they don't want me to have my real dreadlocks and allow my dreadlocks to grow, because they're sabotaging my shampoo and sabotaging my water, and it's just my life. I don't really mind. They sabotage my shampoo, my hair grease, and all these things to stop my dreadlocks from growing because I'm just too beautiful when my dreadlocks are growing. When I was out on the street, I had smaller dreadlocks, and that just drove them crazy. Them bitches was so mad because my hair was sexy. Eh, my hair was sexy. But I doubled them up because I prefer my dreadlocks thicker, to be honest with you. It's too much pressure for the haters when they are fine like that. I might go back to fine dreadlocks, and yeah, I've done some amazing things with dreadlocks. I'm gonna show you some of my work. I feel I should show you some of my work first, and then I'm going to let God talk to either the clients or the haters or whoever God feel need to get a talking to. Warning, warning, warning. Eh? So let me see. Let me show you some of my work before I continue. Yeah. So we're gonna go to my YouTube. I've just been doing more music. I do a couple of readings on my hair on my hair channel on YouTube as well. Fortunate we are, so that we get like the hair industry get updates. I do updates for like barbers, hairdressers, and locticians. So basically the hair industry as a whole. So let's see, I'm gonna show you some of my work. I'm going to start with uh, well, nah, I'm gonna show you a proper hair washing video. I washed Malika's hair on a live couple days ago, but it was a different type of washing technique because She had her hair in a style, and we didn't want to mess up the style. So I had to exercise a certain level of gentleness. But I want you to get a real feel of what you can expect as someone who wears dreadlocks, how I really wash dreadlocks. Okay, wait. Show us the playlists. They were giving me trouble putting my videos in playlists too. So let's see. I would click to put a video in a specific playlist and it would just blink off the screen. They would kick me off of YouTube completely and I'd have to like go back on it. They weren't allowing me to file my videos at one point. There's a lot of if you want to be a revolutionary, they fight against you in this society, you know. But I accept the challenge because I'm not gonna stop. Here's my hair washing videos. Okay. Hang on. So I'm gonna show you this short clip first of what I mean when I say a deep clean. This is how I wash dreadlocks. You actually have to scrub it. After you soak it, you have to scrub it. When I say coming for a deep clean, yeah, this is what I mean. You have to get right into the dreadlock. It's quite dirty, his hair was. Get everything out. A lot of hairdressers, they don't have the time to wash your dreadlocks like this because it's about the numbers for a lot of people, you know. The quicker you can get your client in is the quicker you can start another one. Get them in and out, you can start another client. But for me, I give my clients one-on-one attention. I enjoy giving my clients that one-on-one attention because if you're gonna do something, do it properly or don't bother. So that's why I will take on the washing and everybody else can do the interlocking and the twisting and the styling and all that stuff. I specialize in the washing. So we're gonna watch this one. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to wash dreadlocks deep clean, dreadlock wash from start to finish. So the video maybe. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing. Sorry. Maybe at least I don't know, about 20, 30 minutes long. So sit back and relax and don't let any of the conversations you hear in the background. Only listen to me. All right. So this is at my old house where I had the salon in a spare room. Okay. All right, let's do this. So the first thing we're gonna do is fill up the water in the sink. We want the temperature to be respectable, enough that you can throw on the scalp and it not hurt your client. Because if the water is too hot for the locks, it's like boiling your locks. That don't make no sense. That's gonna weaken the locks, okay? So water has to be a respectable temperature. And plus you have to be touching it. You have to put your hand in there as well. So there's your cue as to what temperature you should be working with, right? No special temperature. It's just a regular wash. What's most important is the washing technique. It's when you do like this. So we're gonna fill up the water and then we're going to soak the lock, add our shampoo, and then I'll get going. Okay? So I'm just gonna do one wash and stop the video. I usually do 2 of these washes that you're gonna see me do now, depending on how much debris is in the hair, okay? Sometimes the person, if they take care of their locks so well that I only need to do 1 wash, but in most cases, tool is needed. So to speed up this process, I'm gonna get some cold water from the pipe because I don't have time for this. Should I fast forward it a little bit?
Every time I go to London, I make sure I'm ready. But most of the agencies that I follow and stuff, they all go scouting in London. And a couple of my friends got scouted in London. They've just got serious contracts. Obviously, they take a percentage out of it. But to be fair, if they even if they take like 5%, whatever shoots I get, each shoot is for example, let's say I was shoot with JD or Adidas, whatever, they pay minimum of £1,000 a shoot, and then you get 60% of that back.
So the objective here is to properly soak the hair. That way it starts softening up any buildup that's inside the hair. Once it's soft, then it's easy to rub out, break up, so that they can wash away. Yeah. It's time that I teach people how to wash dreadlocks because people are getting it so wrong. And the thing is, have beautiful dreadlocks, the answers are so simple, but when you don't know, you just don't know it. So I'm here to teach you what I know, so we can make people admire locks. Locks is coming from a very long way, you know, but we understand why locks were so rejected. It's because of the care, and because, you know, Rastaman bun Babylon, they bun soap and bun shampoo and whatnot. It's the teachings that we got. So then the smell of the ganja and the sweat and the coconut oil, all that gets stuck in the dreadlocks. And then people who are down in the city, so you know the Rastaman live up in the hills, the people down in the city, they used to smell the Rastaman and think, smell stinks. Yeah, so then they just write off dreadlocks completely. But today, with better care, see how many people have embraced dreadlocks?
It is one of those moments.
Yeah, so now I'm going to apply shampoo directly to the hair. I put shampoo inside the water as well. And if you see the color of the water, this is the grease. It's not clear anymore. So that's the grease breaking down. It's going to make the water cloudy. So now I'm applying the shampoo directly onto the hair. And see the motion? This is actually getting it in the dreadlocks itself. So it's like a massage kind of process. So that's helping to break up the debris that's inside. Any buildup, gone. Okay. So what I like to do first is wash the scalp. So I'm gonna go from this direction and rub on the scalp. Now use these parts to clean the scalp, not your fingernails, because for obvious reasons. It's gentle on the scalp. Okay. So once we have loosened up any debris that may be on the scalp, we can now continue with breaking up what's in the hair. So what you want to do is take sections big enough that you can cover. Okay. So can you see? Should I go this side? I think it'll be better. So if I take this much, Malika, you can plug in the ring light for me, please, so that the light can go on. Try not to disturb it. Yeah. So the sections must be wide enough that when you start rubbing like this, everything is covered, right? My assistant here is helping me. She's wearing her robe. She hasn't brushed her teeth. We took her straight out of her bed. Today is her day off, so we can't show her on camera. But we have someone here from Member London, the brand. Yeah, we're gonna be helping them to promote their stuff later. So I'll tell you more about Members London afterwards, and I'll show you our beautiful model Igor as well. Yes, I'll shine him up. Thank you, Monica.
It's harder because I'm trying.
I know. They'll understand. They can fast forward this part if they don't want to hear our little banter. Press the thing over there. Yeah. So is that even helpful? Go again. Push it. Put it on. You locked it off. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's making a difference. let's put this here. Put it on again. My God, it doesn't make a damn difference. Thank you. Okay, so I move. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, when I move, it brightens up. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Let's see. Because it just looks dark. I'm gonna make your phone drop enough. I'm working here. Come over. That don't make no difference, like. Fuck it. Anyway. Oh, nice. See, when you know about things. Wow. Listen, yeah, you're 42 years old. That's what they're here for. All right. So now you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, make the sections big enough that you can fit it in your hand. So I'm going to show you the right way. So this is the correct way. It's just wide enough. I'm going to have to replace my soap coming and rinse all that. This is the right way. Now, let's say you're trying to rush it and you pick up more. See, what will happen is you're covering this part, but all these hair over here, they can't fit. So you should only pick up what you can actually reach in one go. Okay? So don't try to rush the process if you want to do it properly. Let me replace my shampoo. Thank you so much for your patience, Igor. So yeah, so once it's all soaked and you got your section straight, you just start rubbing. Simple things. I don't know how it gets so bright. It's probably the computer hackers made it this bright because it was never this bright. That motion is what's breaking up the buildup that's inside. Usually people miss the tips, so you want to make sure you do the tips as well, yeah? I never knew my camera could do this. So yeah, so that part is covered. So that's one section. You may just twist this just to keep it out the way so you know what you've already done. And you move on to the next section, doing the same thing. Yeah. So once there's enough shampoo inside, don't worry. I think it's fine. Once there's enough shampoo inside, if not, obviously you apply the shampoo. And then you just start rubbing, breaking up anything inside. See, locks are supposed to feel soft. If you squeeze your lock and it feels hard, that's because there's buildup inside. Locks are supposed to be soft easy to manipulate. So when I say easy to manipulate, I mean easy to bend in basically any direction or any shape that you want without much resistance. Little to no resistance. That's how you know your locks are clean. I hope I'm not blocking. So yeah, from root straight to tip. And this is why the longer the dreadlocks, the more it costs, because it's taxing on the back. And it's like a workout session in itself, you know? So when I charge my price, I don't want to hear nobody complain, or you can go do it yourself. Yeah. And when you sit down in your shower and you see how much work it takes for you to do it by yourself, then you might just come back and say, Lord, Chanel, I never know how hard it be. Okay, either for me, you let me watch the back. Hard work, hard work. But it's worth it, you know. Okay, relax. So because my sink has this headrest inside, I have to let my clients lift their head up. So they come to the hairdresser and the gym. Get sexy abs by the time you leave. So you get to watch me do my work in real time. You see how much effort and time it takes to wash dreadlocks? This is what I call a deep clean. As you find necessary. This is definitely a deep clean. You don't have to do it every time. You don't have to worry about your shampoo finishing. You should be charging enough to buy one new bottle. Wash them here nicely. Properly. So I'm gonna fast forward to the rinsing process. I feel because you understand that I basically get him to lift his head to wash the other side. And this video is on my hair channel if you wanna watch it yourself. So we go fast forward to the rinsing. Where's that shadow coming from? Step your booty to this. Okay, we're gonna lean over the phone like this. Help me out, Malika. You're gonna see the water to see how much I got out. No. Yeah. You see that? So that's how the water looks. Where's that shadow coming from? Step your booty to the side. Okay, yeah, that's good. So you see how the water look brown? Well, kind of grayish. It's gray. It's more gray than brown. That's the indicator of how well or how not well your client has been washing their hair, which my guy here has been doing very well. So this gray stuff is basically just grease. It's not like it's dust that like built up debris for months and months now. This is a respectable one. Yeah. So we're just gonna let this out. As you said, I've only seen it for 2 months, so this is good. And me too, a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah. But I haven't washed it for about 4 or 5 months. So you've been on your own taking care of that part. See that? And you did very well. Congratulations. You're learning from the school of Nubian Hair Designs. I'm just trying to save money. That's even smarter. Shit, I wish everybody else would think like you. Because it's enough to interlock. It's enough to fucking do repairs. I have to wash your hair too. I mean, I love you. But yeah, give me a break sometimes, you know? So, let's just rinse the sink. Clear some of this soap away. And then start rinsing his hair. And this time you don't want to stop up the sink because it's good to just let the bad stuff float down the drain. Debris go down the hole. I got that from cartoons, okay? So you see this part of the process. I've been thinking, I want somebody, pause, I want somebody to invent like you see how I have to hold the shower head to wash his hair and I only have one hand available to really take care of the dreadlocks. If somebody could invent like a one of them kind of, basically I want it to be hands free. So the shower head must have the option for me to hold, for it to be held in something over the client's head, and I have my two hands so I can still, when I'm rinsing I can still scrub it the way that I would scrub it when I'm washing. That would be absolutely fantastic. So I don't know if anybody out there can make that happen, or if I'm gonna have to try to make it happen myself, but that would just make my work so much more effective. Because to wash out all the debris that I've broken up, I only have one hand to do so, because I have to hold the water with the hold the pipe, the shower head with the other hand, you see. So yeah, if I could get like a some kind of a hose type thing, and it's kind of stiff so it just holds the shower head for me right where I need it, and I can shift it to where I need it and scrub the client's hair, that would be perfect. Let's continue. So me, I would like if somebody invent a hand free. I said it. It was just here, and then my two hands are free to do all this while the water is running on there. That would be the perfect.
So you want those head cams?
No, not the head cam, the water.
Oh, the water.
Yeah, I would love it if it was hands free. So this would be more stiff and angle it however I want, so I could use both hands and rinse your hair.
So it's not like a head cam. You can go for it.
So now I'm gonna fill up the sink again, and then I'll be able to use my two hands and do what I want the hands-free hose to do. So let me get some more cold water to speed up this water filling process. I think I'm about to do the second wash, so you basically got the idea. That's how I work, okay? That's how I take care of dreadlocks. So when I say you're coming in for a deep clean, that's what we're going to be doing. All right. Now tell me, if you wash your dreadlocks like that at least once a month or once every 2 months, if you won't have healthier, nicer smelling dreadlocks, especially those of you who have never had your dreadlocks washed like that. Just imagine what the water is gonna look like when we get rid of. I was saying something, let me see. Yeah, man, I work hard for my money. And I don't mind. I love my job. See, the reason why I have to get extra water is because I'm working from my home salon, and my hot water pressure is turned up way high and my cold water is turned down way low. And I'm recording, so we don't have time. We don't have the patience for trying to set the water properly. So this is my little fast forward thing. Okay, so what I would like to do, let me get one more cold water. Yeah, it takes time. It takes some. Folks, I don't have a drain, what do they call it when the water go down the drain? Let me show you what I have. I stuck some buckets. I had to create my own makeshift waste pipe pipes, right? So I have two buckets connected there because it's inside my house, like I said. Right? Same system. You have to make the dream work however you can. Yep. Yeah. Woo! There's no shame in my game. That's right. My name is Survivor. That's right. So one thing I know, eh? No, there ain't no shame about that. How many of them watching this right now haven't brushed their teeth? That's the question.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, so I just put in a little extra effort to rinse it. So I have both my hands to scrub the hair. And that's basically it. But I prefer my pipe still. I prefer the stand. Today's a day off, but she don't have to bathe, she don't have to do nothing she don't want to. Because if you fill the sink with water, oh, I was showing the water. So this is after one rinse. See how clean the water is? It's more clear. But it's still cloudy. So that's how you know. Oh, she brushed teeth. But the water is still cloudy because I feel that's how that's why I mean when I say if I could get like a hands-free kind of system going when I wash it like this to rinse it out, then all that would have been going down the drain. So even though I rinsed it already, when I went in to catch water in the sink to do some more rinsing where I'm actually scrubbing it with my hand, you see how much debris was still left in there. So I have to invent a system, or hopefully somebody else will get to it before me, but it would really complete the process so much better, you know what I'm saying? But in any case, it's much cleaner than what it was when we started, because you saw the color of the water, and you saw the color of it now. It's a little bit brown, but not like it was before. And that's to show you that most of that crap is already gone out the hair. So that is a deep clean with Nubian Hair Designs, okay? The Dreadlock Clinic. I'm a surgical loctician that comes in with the repairs. So I'm introducing y'all proper to my business today because I want you guys to know exactly what you're working with when you come to work with me. If you choose to put your trust in me, I want you to see what you can expect. I'm going to show you some of the repairs that I've done, and then that's it. So let's see if I can find it. I can also split locks if they're big. I can split dreadlocks from being big. I'm gonna show you a little bit of this one. This is my surgical abilities. I don't know if you want to pause to read. I don't even remember what I was writing and saying, but that's where we started and that's where we ended. So this young man's mother, he started his dreadlocks, but she wasn't really taking care of it. So she brought it to me. I put a rain video in the background. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna turn it down. So yeah, so basically his hair is in a clump right here, and I'm just gonna show you the first bit. So my job was to take this big clump of hair that's already started to form dreadlocks, and instead of taking them out and starting all over, I just decided to work with what was there. So now that called for me to use my my cutting tools, so like scissors and razors and stuff like that. I decided not to disturb the locking process, because anybody who has started locks from scratch, you know that locks, it kind of goes through a phase where it's easy to like undo. So because it already had so much knots and stuff in there, I was like, I am not even going to disturb this. I'm gonna work with what we got right here. Okay, so this is me just putting some water in there to soften it up, makes it easier to work with. Okay, and then I start making my sections. I'm sorry my lighting is so shitty. Let me see if I can find a good spot. Oh, if you see how crappy this video is, the quality is just whoa. Yeah, but his heels basically already locked. It's just that they weren't really defined. Let me show you from this part. So I had to like clear it. So it's basically just making the partings where I want the partings. And my techniques, the way I take care of dreadlocks when I'm doing stuff like this, I know it can hurt. So I'm very conscientious about how my client feels while I'm doing what I'm doing. Because if you're doing your clients hair and you give them a service where it fucking hurts, it make them feel like, oh my god, I can't even go through that again. Which is what a lot of people experience with interlocking, because a lot of people interlock, but they don't really know what they're doing. They don't know when to stop. So after you get your hair interlock, yeah, it looks neat, it looks well, but I can see it's fucking tight too. I can see it's hurting you. And that's not how to do interlocks. You're supposed to stop. But because they're training people to want this immaculate look all the time, with their edge controls, and every strand of hair has to be in place, and it's just they're doing too much. They're doing too much. And yeah, this is in real time. You see how much time it take for me to go through, because I didn't want to disturb the locking process that was already taking place. So I chose to use this formula. See? That's how locked his hair already is. I was not about to do that so that I could start back from scratch. No way. You basically have locks already. It's just for me to make sections out of each one of them. So let me go forward a bit and show you. Okay. So I'm gonna show you me making one of them. This is why I call myself a surgical loctician, okay? So what I'm doing is making the first section, and then I'm gonna use my tools. So right now I'm just separating the hair as much as I can, and then I'm gonna use my razor where I can't to just separate the hairs from each other. And that's how I did the whole process. This is on my channel as well, my hair channel. I take my job very seriously. I love my job. Okay. So after I do that, then I just go in with my interlocking pin. Because I got the sections. It'd be nice to see what his dreadlocks look like now. When you interlock your wig, go backwards up to the top. From the tip to the top. From the tip to the root. Go in that direction. And then I just twisted the ends, and it's gonna form itself. I'm gonna let you see me do another one. So I use the pintail comb to make the section whatever size I want after I consulted with the mom. She told me basically what size, and where I can't separate them. See, I'm separating it with my hand. The parts that are really locked, I use the razor just to loosen up and then continue with my hand. I was not about to undo his dreadlocks to start it all over again. So this is why I call myself a surgical loctician, because I do things like this. Especially people who haven't maintained their dreadlocks for like years, and they like four locks have become one, and I can split them back down. I'm very capable of splitting them back down. Restore your locks to their former beauty. So because it's so demanding, this is why I just decided I'm gonna stick to the washing and the repairs, and that's it. The hairdressers can do the rest. The locticians can do the rest of the styling and interlocking and the twisting and all of that. I'm not really interested in doing that. I set the foundation, they can do the rest. And then you interlock from the tip back to the root. And then the hair and nature does the rest. Just twist the tips. And eventually, well, I'm plaiting that one, but eventually it turns into locks. You don't even know that there was a plait there. Y'all have seen what locks can do, those of you who are familiar with dreadlocks. And that's how I did the whole head. So let's fast forward. As you can see, the video is 3 hours, 35 minutes. That's how long this took. So I'm gonna fast forward. Let's show you. It's not very good quality video. So what I did was hold them in bunches. I did like sections and I held them in bunches. I'm gonna try and fast forward like this. I gotta see. Hang on. So that's how I did the whole head. So now I'm just tightening the roots. Let me show you the name of this video. How do I do that? And we're gonna just skip to the end so you can see the finished product. Yeah. So it's just a matter of making his sections for him. And that was it. And off he goes on his dreadlock journey. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this lighting. Oh yeah, that's just a little taste of what I do. That's what I'm into, okay? I deal with the big problems. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, you're gonna see some videos on my channel where I'm cussing people. It's because they've tried to make my way so hard and I'm not having it. I am not having it. Yeah. My so-called competitors, like, y'all can't compete with me. I have 30 years experience and I haven't been fucking just doing it to look cute. I've been doing it to learn so that I can apply what I learned. There's one specific video that I really wanted to show you guys of like the hair transformations that I've done, but uh, yeah, I'm looking at the playlists. Okay, That one here said, "Oh yeah, this was one of my biggest projects." Hang on. I don't know what's up with this lighting. Oh, it's gray. That's why. So anyway, let me fast forward. Yeah. So basically, that's what his dreadlock looked like. See how much breakage there was? It was in very bad condition. So I basically cut them. I cut the damaged bits, but I didn't cut it all the way off. I kept the bases because where the lock is mature, it's good for how I do my repairs anyway to keep it. And that's basically what I did. I just put them back on, and that's the whole back done. Fresh again. Okay. Yeah. So tell me he won't fall in love with his dreadlocks again. Imagine walking around with your hair like what it looked like at first. It make you feel bad about, it brings your morale down, it brings your vibration down. Oh, it's my job and my pleasure to make you love your dreadlocks again. That's what I specialize in. I don't sell uh like this. I think this is the video that I wanted to show you guys. Yeah. All these videos are on my channel. You see this one? This is COVID. See how it joined up? See how that one joined up? It's a madness. And I just bring it back down to how it's supposed to be. Surgical lactation. Yeah. So that's all that I'm gonna show you people for now. Any more that you want to see? What's this? Okay. Oh yeah, this is what. Yeah, look at this project. This man walked into my salon looking like this. I'm gonna show you how he walked in. This is how his dreadlocks look when he walked in. I'm gonna show you. Dry. And he left looking luscious. That was one visit. That was his first visit. Okay? I could take you from that to that in one go. And all I did was wash his hair, moisturize it, and I pulled his roots together and catch them up with like a band because he's not really into the twisting and the interlocking and all that. But I had to try and retrain his roots to grow back because if you pay attention, there was a lot of breakage in the roots, so there was a lot of hair like stuck to the head, and the dreadlocks is like you have a whole section of dreadlocks, but there's a whole bunch of hair missing that belong in the dreadlocks. So what I did was just reform the sections, pull those back together, and I captured them with a rubber band so that they stay together. And it'll take a couple of months, but it will grow back together as a section. If you keep up that method, they will all grow back together. Okay, I'm teaching y'all a lot today, and this is what I do. Okay, because it don't make no sense that I'm doing your hair and I'm not teaching you anything about how to take care of your dreadlocks at home. Or else every time you come to the salon, we have to start back over with the training. We have to start back over with the moisturizer. We have to start back over with the washing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a collaborative effort. Okay, dreadlock care, proper dreadlock care is a collaborative effort between client and loctician. I'll do my part, you'll do your part, and there will come a time when you won't even need me. And that's absolutely fine because I have other means of making income. So you don't need to worry about me. You come and see me when you need me. Okay? That's how I've always run my business. If you don't need me, you don't need to come. Some people, they want to set your next appointment before you even leave the salon because they're securing their next paycheck. I don't roll like that. And I'm sorry for those who do that. I'm not talking down on you, but your methods are your methods and my methods are my methods. Okay? We have to exist together in the same area on this planet and whatnot. Get over it. Okay? You do what you do how you do, and I do what I do how I do. Right? But I've grown up working in salons where they used to book the client's next appointment. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that if that's what the client wants to do. But if you're just pushing it on the client, then how you know the client gonna have money to spare on hair? Okay, when it comes to life, food comes as a priority over here. Your rent is a priority over your hair. Okay, even your car is a priority over the hair because you need your car to get around. Or you can park your car, whatever. But there are things that take priority over here, and money isn't always the same. So for me, it's like I'm gonna teach you what to do when you're not here. When you need me, you know where to find me. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you what to do to maintain your dreadlocks and keep up the beauty and the health and the cleanliness of your dreadlocks when you're not here. But when you really need help, when you like, if you're sick or if you're tired or if you just want to be pampered or what, then you come and find me. Otherwise, to that, you can do it yourself. You know what to do. So let's see who God want to talk to when it comes to my career now, because I'm sick of these people trying to stop me from being able to make my money. I am too valuable to the dreadlock community for y'all to put me to sit the fuck down. I've been sitting down since 2022. Now it's 2026. It's time for me to get up and get out. Do my work. So people can fall in love with their dreadlocks again, because a whole bunch of locticians out here pretending that they know what the fuck they're doing and they don't know what they're doing. But they just know how to dress nice and their salon look pristine and fabulous, but the quality of work that's leaving the place is not up to par. Okay? My salon may be a home salon in my bumbleclot bedroom. My waste system isn't professional. I made the shit up myself, but it works. But the work that's leaving here, the client and the hair that's leaving here, they're leaving pristine. Okay? Is better quality than what of these people who can afford to have a shop front. Okay, I would love to have a business that's not in my house. I would love to have a place that's not in my house, but I've never been in a position to be able to afford to. But one day I'll be able to. I want waterfalls. My hair salon is gonna be stush. Okay. I want a waterfall. I need to have plants. I want a nice shiny floor. I want uh, uh um I want exercise equipment in there. I need to have like at least a treadmill inside there so that all the standing up on the foot, sometimes you need to walk and get the blood flowing and shit like that again. I want a massage room because I'm gonna get a bit into massaging and Reiki and all these things. Oh, I got skills. I'm needed. Okay? I got skills. I got great things to offer to society. And it's time for y'all to stop blocking me. Okay? So get out the motherfucking way. All right? All right, Most High God. Block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in over your messages to we, your children. Let's hear what you have to say when it comes to my business. Me getting back out and doing what I have to do. Talk to whoever you need to talk to and tell them what you got to say, because I would like it to clear away so that my clients can get to me and I can get to my clients and we can do what we do and they can go and wow their people with their beautiful, nice smelling, healthy dreadlocks and they can just love themselves more. Uh, I know the power of a good hairstyle, you know, it change how people see you, it change how people deal with you. It could change your life. I know. I've been studying for 30 years. I know the power of having your hair well done. And me, I'm into dreadlocks. I'm not into weaves. I'm into plaiting as well, but that's another thing. I like plaiting as well. But I'm not here about the plaiting today. I'm here about the dreadlocks today. But dreadlocks people been getting put down for too long and I'm not happy about that. And I can do something about it. So I would like to have the opportunity to do what I can do about it again. Because I've had my business since 2001. Then they messed with me and I had to start over again in 2011. And then they messed with me and they finished me again in 2021. So it's like every 10 years or so they fuck with my business. It's like I see the pattern, but it's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, man, I'm never gonna stop. I'm never gonna quit. I was born for this. Okay? So get over it, hater. Shit. All right, so what do you want to say, Most High? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Ah, I feel one more. Huh. Okay, so I'm going for a short bathroom break. You should too. Okay, I need to pee before I continue. I knew this video was gonna be long, so I made sure I had my breakfast. We've been here for 1 hour and 22 minutes. I made sure to eat this time. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm sitting with my legs open because every time I come here, I sit with my legs Indian style, folded up like chicken wings, and that messes with my blood flow. Okay, so I wasn't about to get into any of that today. So I have on pants, and it is what it is. Okay, pardon me if it seemed disrespectful or whatever, but I don't have a good setup. I have to do with what I have, and this is it. I am survivor. Shit, we surviving. I'll be right back. I have to grab myself a snack. It just feels right. She got some grapes too. Olives and grapes. I'm Chanel Survivor Green. That's my name. I do life. Fuck a hater. I'm a winner. I'm a star. Put too much grease. I have to say, I'm gonna find out who God is talking to. The first message. That education, adult, and they're getting paid to do it. It's at the bottom of the deck. School of Life, Nature's Lessons. Okay, so that's doing my thing. Yeah, I get paid to do what I do. I teach people how to look after their dreadlocks, and the adult energy is mature energy. You know, how many of you were sitting there like, that makes sense. Yeah, I've never had my dreadlocks washed like that. Yeah. And what you saw there is standard. My hands aren't as strong as I used to be because I used to do a lot more hair. I haven't been able to work since 2022 because I have no clients. So my strength is a bit down, but as I do more and more clients, I'm gonna build back up to having strong hands again. I can still do my work because I have Malika, my daughter. She has dreadlocks, so I've been doing her hair. But yeah, it's like I'll do like one a day. To start with, I'll do one client a day. I'm not gonna try and do like 2 3. I used to do up to like 4 clients in a day when I do get that many. I was happy with it, but I wouldn't try to do that right now because I know how long I've been out of service for. So I'm gonna have to build back up my stamina to be able to do that many in one day. But for right now, I'll take one client per day. And those of you who know me, you know that when I'm on my monthly, you don't see me at all. Okay. So there'll be a week, at least a week out of every month that I'll be absent. But I keep my clients up to date on when I can't do these things. So those who used to work with me, you know how I do what I do. Because I have to go with nature in it. I can't function when Mother Nature is visited. So, you know. I might pause this and do a part 2 if I feel it necessary. But for now, we're just going to go through with the messages. Okay, so the subject matter, I'm hearing this is for the haters. The subject matter. Okay, so we got the lawmaking assembly. So those who want to be making the rules around here. Okay, the haters who think they make the rules around here. Let's hear what God got to tell you, Bumbleclot. I talk like this because I'm angry. Okay, when you've been made to suffer as long as I have been made to suffer in the ways that I have been made to suffer, you might get a little bit rowdy too, you know? So I do apologize, but I do request humbly the free reign to express myself as I see fit. given the circumstances. So I don't even know how this one got into it. Is this one part of the message or nah? Okay, we're gonna keep that one as a mystery card then. Because I don't even know. Because I saw one of them flip over here, but it could have been two cards together, but because my hand's a little sticky, I don't know. So we're gonna keep that one there as a mystery card because it obviously had energy in it that made it wanted to be seen, and it made its way to the table. So okay, so all right, so the message is an underground tunnel. Yeah. So to the people who make the rules here, we got an underground tunnel. What's an underground tunnel? It's something that's secret, something that's hidden, something that's not seen blatantly, but it's there. It's underneath. Let's find out what's underneath. I don't like this little bump here. I like to look cute too. Okay, so the underlying issue, yeah, we got the Ministry of Entertainment and Preschool. So y'all think it's funny fucking with my business. Y'all mess with my business for entertainment. You go around and if I try to work inside of a salon, you go and you talk to the bosses and you tell them all type of dumb shit about me, and then they don't want me to work in their salons anymore. If I get a couple of clients, you go and you to the client and make them see me in such a nasty light, and then the clients think that I am what you have said I am, in spite of how I treat them well. You know, that's what I don't understand with clients. People tell you things about me, but you come around me and you spend at least 3, 4, 5 hours around me, interacting with me every 2 months or so, and you choose to believe those people and ignore every bit of kindness that I've ever shown you, every bit of professionalism that I've ever expressed, every intelligent conversation that you've had with me. You ignore all that and you choose to believe that I am whatever nastiness they told you I am. I don't get you, but it's okay. I survived. So yeah, y'all think it's funny you're doing stupid shit to me but God said that's some childish shit. It's preschool vibe. Y'all on some nonsense. So we got podcast army. Exactly. That is exactly why I came here today, because I'm putting my side of the story out there. So now it's going to be your bumbleclat lies against what the fuck I came here and said, what I've shown. And when they do come to use my services, you're going to have to compete with the results that the clients get to. And then they can decide if they want to believe that I am whatever the fuck you be telling them that I am. Yeah, podcast army. I'm recruiting those who would support my business. That's what I'm on today. Getting you fucking haters out of the way. So you can keep on doing your stupid shit, your little underground, your little secret fucking sabotage, whatever the hell you be doing. Keep doing that. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Mwah. So, anywho, we got hidden message. We moving the fuck forward. Gang member. We gotta utilize my mouth. Yeah, I'm a gang member in a God army. And I'm gonna utilize my earport. The breath of life. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God and the Word is God. So yeah, the hidden messages are moving forward. And yes, I am a gang member in a God army. Good versus evil. And I'm gonna utilize my mouth because I'm higher than you. You preschool shit, I'm primary school shit. Even if I'm a baby, in my knowledge, I'm above you. You want some preschool shit? I'm growing. I have to start back over. So I'm at primary school kind of level, getting to be known, not in my skill, because you don't forget 30 years of experience. I'm a professional. So I have to build my business back over from the ground. So I'm going to use my mouth, I'm going to use my words to help me clear the way. Let's read on with my podcasts. So airport, so utilizing my mouth, primary school energy. And we got musician male, so we're going to go after the bullies, those who are bullying me. Because masculine energy is the go-getter kind of energy. I'm creating harmony in my go-getting. I'm going to get the fucking bullies. I'm setting the record straight so that when people say things about me, if you want to believe them, believe them. But at least I've done what I can do to keep the record straight. You can't say that you didn't hear my side of the event, my side of the story. So yeah, so my message is targeted at the bullies with their dark magic. You are my target. But God says whatever you're on, it's some preschool shit. The mystery card is jail. It's over for you people. And the more time go on, is the less power you're going to have to affect any of my businesses in a negative way. The world is changing. People are becoming more wise. People are becoming more independent thinkers, and people are becoming more aware of all the schemes and tricks that are around. Okay? People are learning more how to recognize love. People are learning more how to recognize God's people. People are learning to value God's people. I'll see you in the future. So yeah, you're your dark magic in my environment with the public. Going around talking nonsense to people everywhere. University in Montserrat, you did it. I come to England, you're doing it. But God says a hotel energy is a short stay. It's about to come to an end. We got forced to do it. Assassin. You gonna force to stop. You gonna kill this shit yourself. You gonna kill this shit yourself. Because when you come telling people bad things about me, they're gonna just see you as the liar and the snake that you are. They're gonna see you as the hater that you are. Okay? That's the message to the haters. So keep doing what you do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And I look forward to when people see you as the damn snakes and the liars that you are. Fucking haters. And for those of you who are in the business and you're new at it and you want to come compete with me, don't try competing with me. Just run your own race and let me run mine. Mind your own business. It's better that we make alliances rather than make enemies out of each other. Fool. I got 30 years experience. I've been in this business longer than you. Of course, I'm going to know more than you. Don't compete with people. Develop yourself where you're at and become a better version of yourself. Focus on that. Stop trying to bring other people down from their high place. Because then you're still going to be a little lowly fucking rodent. If you lift me up, I can lift you up. And you don't even have to lift me up because I'm already up. But if you address me with kindness, if you address me with respect, basic respect, I will help you to develop. Look how much knowledge I've shared about the secrets of how I do, what makes me great. I gave you that shit for free. I'm not stingy. I can teach you how to do this. You know why? It takes stamina to do this. You have to have an able body to be able to do what I do. So it's one thing to know how to do what I do, but you also have to be strong enough in your body to do what I do. If you don't have the strength, you can't do it like me. Growth takes time. Education takes time. Stop being a hater, because you will benefit more from giving due respect. I'm not asking you to exalt me. I already know I'm fucking great. You don't have to tell me that. Just respect me. Don't try bring me down. I know I'm great. I've worked hard to get where I am. In my knowledge, my abilities, and my fucking body strength. I worked hard to get here. I didn't get it for free. And I didn't have no teach about nature itself. The Rasta man that taught me how to wash dreadlocks, he threatened to take my life, and so I think that we're equal. He tried to make me afraid to leave my house. I had to buy a knife and walk with it because I intended, since you want to take my life, I'll take yours. So for threatening my life like that, I think we're fair. I don't owe that Rasta man anything. Everything else, I came up myself. With the blessings of nature, I learned, I paid attention to the dreadlocks, and that's how I got to where I'm at. There was one woman who showed me how to do interlocking. She showed me one time, and from there, every other thing that came out, I invented that myself. And I give thanks to her for showing me that. I don't have no beef with her, and I hope to be able to bless her one day for the gift that she gave to me. Other than that, I did everything else that you see me doing. That's my idea, my innovation. You benefit more by showing me respect, not try competing with me. You're an idiot if you try that. Because I'm willing to share what I have. And this is something that can bring you money for generations to come. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a fucking idiot if you want to. I'm up for anything. How about you compete with me? You cannot compete with me. I have 30 years ahead of you. Y'all people, a lot of y'all just became hairdressers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. You just started to be electricians 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Fuck you, learn. You need to add 24 years on top of that to get to my stage. And a whole lot of paying attention and caring about what you're doing. A lot of y'all don't care about dreadlocks. That's why you keep making the same stupid mistakes over and over and over and over and over. Your client, them here, the style look wonderful, but when the client's hair is out, just in its natural state, it look like shit. It smell like shit. It look like shit because you can see all the little rings of where you applied your product that keep going in and never coming out. Don't come compete with me. Don't bring out the devil in me, because I tell you about yourself. Shit, let me do me and you just do you. We don't need to fight. Because I'm willing to fight. You're not going to like me. Fuck. You got people pushing your business. You got people pushing your salon. The people who own this or think them own this society, those who sit at the top of this society, they don't fuck with your websites. People see all your work. They fuck with mine. They block mine from people being able to see how exactly how incredible I am. You can't compete with me. As much progress as I have made, is because of my hard work and being fought in the process by governments and so-called family and friends. I have no support, and yet I fucking shine. Don't piss me off. You stay on your side of the world and do your thing how you do your thing, and don't bumbleclad come try to fucking terrorize me. Don't come try compare yourself to me. Don't fucking start no fire, cause you gonna burn you. I am fire resistant. You're not. I will ruin you. Stay at you and let me stay at me. Okay. I'm talking to those star. The little light-skinned girl with, I don't even know, I got a video. They were trying to use her. Why? Because she cute. Cuteness that bring you what the fuck you gonna get from this industry. It's talent. It's knowledge. It's stamina. It's staying power. She don't have that. I could teach you everything that I know and you still can't outshine me. Chill out. Bumbleclad. Come test the down gargon. You mad? Know your place. Stay on Bumbleclad lane. Don't try come drive on my road. Come here run you over. You and everybody that backing you against me. Stop it. Okay. Y'all don't have nobody on your back blocking you. You don't have nobody trying to block your every move. I do. And yet still, I move forward. We're not the same. You just started dreadlocks probably 7-8 years ago. I started 30 years ago. We are not the same. I am 45 years old. You look like you're probably about, you probably not even reached 30 yet. We are not the same. I have more world experience than you do. I have greater conversation. I'm better company. What the fuck do you talk about when your clients are sitting with you? These are all the qualities that make a great business. My clients don't just come and get their hair looking cute. Their mind be getting right too. You can't compete with me. I'm sure all the clients that were fucking betraying me and the lies from all them other people, they miss me right now. I know. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, I know that they miss me. I know that their dreadlocks have never been the same since they left me. I'm sure many of them have had to cut their dreadlocks because they know what beautiful, healthy dreadlocks look like. They know what their dreadlocks could be like. And nobody else out there compare. Why? Because nobody else out there know how to wash the dreadlocks properly. Nobody want to take the time that it take to wash dreadlocks properly. And that's one of the foundational necessities to healthy, beautiful dreadlocks. I'm sure they've suffered a lot of breakage. They don't get the kind of care, they don't get the kind of conversation, they don't get the kind of vibe, the kind of energy that I bring. Y'all ain't me. I am me. Can't compete with me. Shit. But it takes losing something to know how much you actually, how you actually were supposed to appreciate it in the first place. They didn't know what they had. They didn't know that they were sitting on a golden goose when it comes to dreadlock care. They didn't know that they were under the care of one of the best dreadlock carers in the world. Yeah, in the world. They didn't know. So they took me for granted. Fuck around and find out. They fucked around and found out. Anywho, second message I'm hearing to the clients and potential clients. So this message is for you. Okay, so the subject matter for the clients and the potential clients. Okay, we got inheritance. What will you inherit? As it pertains to me and my business, you'll inherit beautiful, healthy dreadlocks. You'll inherit knowledge that you can use to apply when you're taking care of your dreadlocks that will last you the rest of your life. You can teach your generations after you. Listen, the reason why they can't talk shit about black people here is we're meant to have dreadlocks. Dreadlocks are more beautiful than an afro. Dreadlocks are less offensive than an afro. I understand why some people don't want people's afro out in public like that, especially if you have a huge afro. Dreadlocks are more appealing to the eye, but people didn't know how to care for dreadlocks properly. So then that made them unsightly. But now we know how to care for dreadlocks properly. So now we are envied. Now dreadlock wearers are envied because they're so beautiful. They're so healthy. They're so strong. All because of proper care. I did that. And my clients who take my advice when they go home, we did that. Some of them don't listen to what I say. Some of them don't do. I could tell when they come back to me and I see the state of their hair. I'm like, you didn't put any grease in your hair, did you? You've been scratching your scalp, haven't you? You didn't put no grease on your scalp. You've been leaving your scalp dry, haven't you? I could tell. That's what 30 years of experience can get you. I could tell. I could look at your dreadlocks and tell when you've been giving them proper care. I could look at your dreadlocks and tell when you've been neglecting yourself. I could look at your dreadlocks and tell when you haven't been eating so well. I could look at your dreadlocks and tell when you got fucking haters sabotaging your shampoos. And your hair creams and your hair grease. You can call me the Sherlock of dreadlocks. So at this point, it's very important for me to note, you see how I wash dreadlocks. If you've been watching this video, you see, if you just joined us, you need to go back and watch the videos showing how I wash dreadlocks. Those of you who have extensions put in with the crochet method, those of you who have repairs done using the crochet method, you see how I wash dreadlocks. You need to make up your mind if you're willing to take the chance to see what will happen if I washed those dreadlocks the way that I wash dreadlocks. Because there's a possibility that it may come undone or at least loose. Okay? This is the reason why I sew my extensions. Because it is more important to me that the dreadlocks be clean and durable, rather than them just looking put together. They have to be clean, not just look like. And how do you get them clean? You have to actually scrub them like this. So you need to tell me when you've had that method done when you're making your appointment, please. And decide how you want to move forward. And I will not be held responsible for any dreadlocks that come loose. So if you know you've had that method done, you may not want to come to my salon to experience my washing. Or else it will ruin your hair extensions, your dreadlock extensions that's been put in using the crochet method. It will not be able to withstand it. I believe that it won't be able to. I don't have no proof, but in theory, I think that it's going to either loosen up or come completely undone. Okay. If you've had extensions done using sewing, like if you had a breakage or you reattach them using sewing methods, then that's fine. I could work with that. But that crochet vibe, nah, I don't trust it. And I do my repairs with thread. Okay. And if you think that I'm talking too much, then you don't need to be here. Because this what I'm doing, if I didn't feel it is necessary for me to be able to do my business in peace, I wouldn't be wasting my time doing it. I've been here for 2 hours now. I'm not that bored in my life. I have a coat I've been trying to make. I have other ways of spending my time. So if you don't like me talking all this much, so that I can reinstate myself in my position where I belong, then you can leave. So this is very important to me, to my client, to the haters, and whoever else God may want to talk to. I just heard the bank. Okay. Let me check this. So first card that came out is classism. I'm better than you. You're Don't try it. So we got witchcraft that is in the reverse. Let's make sure it's supposed to be interpreted that way. But yeah, it's like, if you think you're better than me, you don't need to be coming to use my services. If I get the inkling that you feel like you're bumbleclap better than me, we're going to have issues. And I'm not going to be afraid or ashamed to express to you that I see how you feel about me. Don't fucking try it. I'm not the one. Talking to clients and potential clients. I'm not a beggar. I work for what I want. I am offering a valuable service and I want to be able to get my pay, my rightful pay, without you feeling that you are better than me. Because I am making your hair clean. Your dirty dreadlocks, I am the one cleaning them. Give me my respect. When your man come close to your dreadlocks next time, he's supposed to like what he smell. Or your woman. Your dreadlocks are gonna look better than they've ever looked before. I did that. So you're not better than me because you're paying me for a service. Don't be a jackass. Don't try it with me, or I'll tell you don't come back. I'm not taking any shit from anybody going forward. Okay. It's this way. So it's upright. So classism is witchcraft. Don't come around me trying to exalt yourself over me. You are not better than the people who clean your toilets because you like a clean toilet, don't you? So if you're one of them people who think like that, you need to drop that shit before you come to my establishment, my little humble abode. Yes, it's my little cheap house, but I do incredible things in this tiny little space. I change the world in a major good way from this tiny little space. It's where I do all my video recordings from. It's where I make all my inventions when it comes to fashion. It's where I've learned to cook great foods. It's where I've learned a lot about bumbleclad toxic fumes and how to keep myself safe. I appreciate my little space. So don't come here and feel like, oh, look at this place. I keep my home clean. I've always kept my home clean. There's one part out in the front, but that's in the hallway. That's not my responsibility. And I'm not too happy with how it look like, but I don't think that management is going to want to fix it. I'm embarrassed of that little piece out there right by the front door. But I'm going to try and do something about it myself. So it's not spectacular looking when you come here. But you're not here to live in my house. You're here to get your hair done. Give me my... Matter of fact, you're going to give me my money, get your hair done, and then you're going to leave. My house smell clean, my house look clean, my house is always clean. It may not be tidy sometimes, because I don't have nobody to impress, but it's clean. There's no mold in my house. There's no stinky smells in my house. Okay? I don't do nastiness. I have to live here. Cleanliness is godliness. So it may not be big like yours. It may not be expensive like yours. My sheets may be cheap, my chairs may be cheap, but your ass is on it and you're not falling down, right? Until I can upgrade my stuff. This is what I have to work with. So get over it or don't come here. A lot of y'all started off being poor, but now that you got two little things, you don't remember or have respect or any humility within you to tolerate somebody who has less than you. You're going to learn to do that again, or else don't come here. This is what I have, and this is what I'm going to be working with. If you don't like it, do not come to my business. Simple. If you come here and you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you if I feel like it. You might catch me on a bad day. So you exalting yourself over me because my shit ain't expensive or as big as yours, or I don't live in a fancy neighborhood, or whatever imperfection you see here, it is witchcraft. It is evil, and I don't have no tolerance for it. I might even leave you here in the middle of the appointment and refund you back half your bumper clock money. And don't try fight me. Let's not go there. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So the underlying issue, we got inheritance, child care. In this case, it's hair care. I'm going to take care of you. I'm very good at what I do. Usually I'm respectful. I'm not this defensive. But when people want to come at me with all these stupid type of energies and stuff, don't think that you could start some shit and I won't fucking finish it. I am the manager here. You want to talk to the manager? You're talking to me. There's nobody over me to tell me anything. So let's just respect each other and understand each other's circumstance. Don't try and belittle me because my place is smaller and less expensive than yours, and I will not try to belittle you because your dreadlocks dirty and nasty. Mine isn't. Okay? So we both have flaws. We both have imperfections. And we're here to help each other. So the money you're giving me is going to help me to afford to get a bigger place where we could do a better setup, where you could come in and feel like, wow, this is nice. For right now, this is all right. It'll do, because this is what we have. So we helping each other. I got better hair than yours. You got a more expensive, big, nice, classy house than mine. Let's get over it and get down to business. So your dreadlocks can smell better and look better and feel better. Dry faster. People can admire your hair more. And I can get a bigger place that I deserve. I don't deserve this. I appreciate where I'm at, but this is not what I deserve. So don't get it twisted. But I know how to be appreciative of what I do have, the little that I have. I won't complain. And I won't be ungrateful because I could have been outside. I'm not outside. I have a roof over my head and I have enough space that I can have my bedroom and even have a space that I can allow clients to come and benefit from my great services, my great care. Great hair care. Okay, so let's humble ourselves and cherish small beginnings. Okay, we're gonna look back and laugh at it someday. So anyway, yeah, so inheritance, childcare, and sibling rivalry. Yeah, let's not fight. Because if you fight with me, we got pregnancy, something to be delivered. We got childbirth, true confession. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. So if you come up here and try to be in a rivalry with me, I'm full. And I'm quite willing to tell you about yourself. Don't try it because I will disrespect you. Do not disrespect me. Or else I will disrespect you. If I feel like that on that day, I might just kick you out. Or I might have a whole bunch of truths to tell you about yourself. And you leave here feeling worse than I do. I promise you. And don't let me get on and do a whole reading on you. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You hear me? You're here to get your hair done and that's it. Okay. You're getting it done by one of the best in the world. I have to start from scratch, but I'm still one of the best in the world. In the world. I've shown videos at the beginning of this video that show you I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I did that. You're working with me, you're working with one of the best dreadlock carers in the entire world. But I've been made an outcast in society. So they make my life very hard. And that's the reason I fell from where I used to be in Oxbridge, having a whole room that I could just dedicate to hairdressing, to having a tiny house where I have to now be using my bedroom, half of the room that I use as my bedroom, as my hairdressers. But I don't care. I'm gonna do what I have to do so I can get what I need, so that I can get what I want, get what I deserve. You understand me? So yeah, after I tell you about yourself, you're gonna be hospitalized. I'm telling you, you're gonna be feeling it. God said don't test her. Because if you try it, we gonna fuck you up. You try fucking us up, we going to fuck you up. So don't talk no shit. We won't talk no shit. You can make comments if you want to, because the truth is the truth. If the place is small, it's small. If you come in and you do smell something, you can tell me about it. I'll fix it. I'll find wherever the problem is coming from and I'll fix it. It's life. But that will hardly ever be the case. But if it happened to be the case, express yourself respectfully. And I will respond in kind. And then let's get your hair done and make it fabulous so you can go out and wow the world. And remember that you helped me to start rebuild my life again. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm rebuilding my life. The only family I have with me is my daughter. All the rest of them, they deserted me. Because the government is fighting against me. And if they are my supporters, then they fight against them and their children too. And they say, I don't want to be part of that. So they left me by myself to fight for my right. By myself. Fight for the right by myself. And so I kept on fighting. And I will keep on fighting. And this video is me fighting. Because I'm clearing the way so that people don't have to suffer because of the government don't want me to succeed. Because how they've been doing it is they have to do it sneakily because they know that they're not doing it lawfully. So they go around and they tell people all type of lies about me and turn people against me. They block my telephone from people being able to reach me. They block my website from being shown to the public and shit like that. That's how they fight against me. It is my duty to fight for myself. It is my duty to fight for my honor. It is my duty to fight for my upliftment, and I'm quite willing to do so. And this is why I'm doing it this way. I need to get the word out there. I need to get my story out there so people know exactly what they're dealing with and what they're working with when they're dealing with me. So when they hear things and they see things, they won't be puzzled or misled because they know me. They know my beautiful side and they know my beastly side. And they know that I'm willing to stand up for myself and for others because I don't do what I do for myself. But society itself needs fixing. I do what I do to fix the fucking world. Because how is it going to benefit me if my life is the only one that started and I have to look at all the other sad faces and people going without and all these things? I can't do that. So I risk my life and my reputation on a regular basis so that everybody can have a fair chance at being happy, at being able to live their truth, at being able to not rip their soul apart. Because this society, it turns you into a liar, it turns you into a thief, it turns you into everything negative. And these are the things that I fight against. So many people out there do business in an unethical way because they feel the need to, not because they want to. There's a difference. So when you're looking at me, these are the kind of principles that are hidden inside me. Don't look at my face and see that I'm cute and think that I'm just like all these other cute girls around the place. I'm not just beautiful, I'm a woman of principle. I'm a revolutionary. And I'm looking for my soul family. Because it's time that we change the world. especially starting with ourselves, the way that we think, the way that we treat each other, the way that we allow ourselves to be treated in society. You cannot allow yourself to be abused and then say, oh, life is so unfair. Why aren't you fighting health? What is to stop you from standing up for what you truly believe in? That's the problem. It's not that life is unfair. You can't tell people how to treat you, but you can decide on how you allow yourself to be treated. See? No matter who the opponent is, it could be the government. Don't be no bitch for nobody. That's how I see life and that's how I live life. I can't help it because it's wrong. Bullying is wrong. God didn't give me the gift of life for me to be controlled and manipulated and held down by. So if you want to use your foot to stand on top of me, you better be willing to have that foot broken. Don't try it. Let's be nice to each other. I'm not the one. Okay. So yeah. So you gonna get your feelings hurt if you try to hurt my feelings about my small beginnings. And passing away could be me telling you, don't come back here. You're not welcome back here. And it don't matter how big I get, as long as I recognize your face when I do have my fancy shop front with my waterfall and my beautiful plants and all my other fantastic stuff, you're not allowed to come. We don't want your kind around here. Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Don't try that with me. You're going to lose. Okay. So that was to the clients and the potential clients. You come here, you take care of me, I take care of you. Everybody go about their business. And when I move, you're going to know I moved. I get a bigger place with a nice place that y'all can come and feel like it's more to your standard. But for right now, this is all we have. This is all I have. And if you choose to roll with me, this is all we have. But we do not despise small beginnings. Because small things lead to massive things. But we're going to take baby steps. It's okay. Starting all over again. It's gonna be rough. Oh, rough. We're gonna make it. Starting all over again. And it's gonna be hard. But with help from the Lord, I'm gonna make it. Shit. So this message is to the people personally in my world who have made themselves haters of mine. Because this is my personal deck. So this has the name of family and friends and business associates and people like that who may or may not be my enemy. So let's see whose names come out and what God want to tell them. Oh wait, I haven't finished shuffling. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, let's see who's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, we got deceased. Something's dead. Or maybe somebody's dead. Shit. God says the end. Okay, so let's see what the message is. Trying to make my way hard based on stupid shit. Get your life together. I'm not the one that's all topsy turvy. I'm the one trying to get my shit together. Y'all keep blocking me with dumb shit. Stop it. It's time for it to stop. Let those who want to support me, support me. Those who want to benefit from my brilliance can benefit from my brilliant work. Let it be so. Let's see what came out. So, the first one we got is a blank card. And then we have Bernice Weeks, aka Diana. That is my grandmother. The woman that I thought was my grandmother all my life anyway. And then we have Sharma. That's her daughter. She was at the bottom of the deck when I first just took up the deck. Sharma. And then, surprise, surprise, Craig Azim KB. Yeah. Who's surprised to see this name come up? I'm not. Bitch nigga. Fucking loser. At the bottom of the deck, we got the shopkeeper. I guess that would be me. It's about my business. I'm here and dig some more. And then we got deceased. Oh yeah? You trying to kill me? You want me dead? So I don't show up all of y'all for the losers that you are. Sharma. Sharma. How old are you? Have you ever owned your own business? Have you ever had a solid income? Have you ever had a solid, stable job in your life? Diana Weeks, what have you done with your life? What have you done with your life? I grew up in a family and around so-called lovers who didn't have no ambition. These people have never had their own businesses. They never even had like steady jobs, but it's because they were criminals. They had other sources of income that were meant to stay in the dark. But I keep bringing the shit to the light because if you come fuck with me, I'm going to talk the truth about you. These people that I grew up with, they didn't train me. They didn't even tell me what the importance of school was. All they say is go to school. They didn't tell me that I needed to go to school because I need to learn how to write and read because I'm going to grow up one day and have responsibilities, like my own financial responsibilities where I need to have my own home. But you see, they didn't intend for me to get that far to where I had my own home and had my own business and had my own children and had my own husband and had my own friends and my own life because they tried to kill me. I'm supposed to be dead right now. I wasn't supposed to stay alive to be able to tell my side of the story. People were supposed to hear all the dumb shit that these so-called family members, my grandmother, this is the woman who introduced me to God. And this, I've never had any beef with these people. I've always treated them with love. And him, he's been doing me wrong for so long now that I don't even get hurt when I see his name come up in things like this anymore. I make these people look like the losers that they are. I am a grandchild. And I've grown up and done more than they have. I raised my daughter on my own, and now my daughter is manager where she work. Malika built herself from scratch under my parentage. Malika understood the assignment, she took it seriously, and she helped to raise herself to where she is right now. Even Malika come and do better than all of them. Velma, Venerine, Jacqueline, Dion, Sharma. A whole bunch of children who never made anything out of their life. I understand why you're angry with me. I understand why you're jealous of me. But it doesn't give you the right to try and destroy me. Just because I make you look. So instead of spending your money and your time and your energy doing what I did, which is learn a craft, you spend it paying off people to talk shit about me and to ruin my business. You ruin my chances at a happy and gracious life. It makes you so angry to see me happy. It makes you so angry to see me beautiful. It makes you so angry to see me successful. Some people have never been, nor did you ever have ambitions to be. Which one of you ever tried to start your own business? Venerine tried and failed, and she never tried again. How many times have I failed? How many times have I had to shut down my business because of you people and the manipulation, and I keep going? We are not the same. You all want to see dead. It's so much easier, you think, to kill me than to try and upgrade your education, upgrade your ambition, upgrade your self-confidence. I'm 45. And y'all made sure not to tell me things that I needed to know as a young woman to make me into the best version of myself that I could be. But God showed me anyway. And here I am. And you feel stupid. And you look stupid because my success, y'all can't take no credit for. Because y'all were trying to kill me even back then. Y'all can't take no credit for who I grew up to be. Because everything that you all have done, y'all never expected me to reach this far in my life and accomplish as much as I have. Y'all know that I was supposed to be dead by now because you tried many times. But I'm still here. You all are losers. Because you see yourself as a loser. I never saw myself as a loser. And I will never see myself as a loser. Shopkeeper, deceased. You wish. Keep wishing and keep working towards that. Keep wasting your money, wasting your life force, wasting your energy, wasting your time, wasting your connections on a delusion. You keep doing It seemed to be working well for you, so you tell yourself. How long you been trying to kill me now? And Diana, of all people, you, I can understand Sharma and Craig. So Diana, you are the head witch? Is that where Venerine launched his skills from? That's why you never went to look for a work. You talk about you sell peanuts. That's all you did. You stay at home all your life and looked after children and not really have an income of your own because you got income coming from elsewhere. You got other skills that nobody know about. Such a woman of God like you. You quote the Bible all day, every day. If your TV on, your TV on something to do with religion, with God. Some kind of preaching. All day, every day you do that. Diana. Let's see how long y'all been trying to kill me for. I grew up and made all of you look like the losers that you are. I must feel bad. Because people gonna talk about how Chanel have her own business. And when they look around at all the rest of you and your children, what are you doing with your lives? And then y'all want to be mad at me because I have the confidence and I apply myself to make something great of my life without your help. None of you helped me. None of you helped me. None of the times that I started or relaunched my business, none of you helped me. But you're trying to destroy what you did not build. Let's see how long you've been trying to kill me. I did all this by myself, bitch. Fuck all of y'all. I'm a boss, bitch. For real. And I make my money through honest, hard work. I'm not a criminal like you. I don't get rich off of people's blood. I don't get rich off of other people's downfall. God got something for you. at the bottom of the deck. We got 9 this lifetime. Yeah, your delusion. You want to kill me? Not in this bumbleclot lifetime. Interesting. So we got, you missed it already. And we got within 2 weeks. And we got within 1 year. So it's been 1 year that y'all been trying to kill me. Is that why I keep falling asleep involuntarily like that? But the bitch just keep waking up. She just keep waking up. What y'all been doing, trying to poison me? Is that the mode? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we got now at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so you're still trying to do it. So within the last year, y'all been trying to kill me. There's something special about 2 weeks. Is that the last time? Because I was falling asleep quite a lot. Like last week, week before last. Yeah, y'all been working hard. God said, not in this lifetime, bitch. You missed the shit already. You can't kill me. I work hard for my money. I work hard for it, honey. I work hard for my money, so you better treat me right. I work hard for my money. I work hard for it, honey. I work hard for money, so you better treat me right. Shit. And what Craig is the go-to guy for all the potions and the connections and the whatever else y'all got going on. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna be waking up tomorrow too. I'm gonna be waking up next week. I'm gonna be waking up next year. I'm gonna be waking up 10 years from now. I'm gonna be waking up 40 years from now. I ain't going nowhere, bitches. Y'all wanna kill me. Why? Because I'm making you look bad. Is that why? Hey, dear grandma and dear auntie, we ain't even gonna talk about this nigga. That's just a waste of time. He was a waste of a good meat suit, you know. He's a disappointment wrapped in beauty. Yeah, that's what he was. Anywho. So yeah, so they wanna kill the shopkeeper. I work hard for my money. I know when I go out there and I invite people back to my house, it's risky, but I need to do what I gotta do. Life is risky all day, every day. You can go to cross the street and get knocked over by accident. You could be eating on a sweetie and it get lodged in your throat and block off your breathing and you die. Life is risky. I'm not gonna let that stop me. Life goes on. So let's get the last message. After I take off my fabulous shoes. When I'm changing the design on these shoes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record it. Hopefully I remember to record it and put it up on my fashion channel. It's just a matter of repair it. Because it was like this at first. It start peeling. It's a simple fix. It's a simple project. Anywho. Uh, this is the story of my life. Well, these people aren't really my blood family. They stole me from my birth mother when I was a baby and gave me to that family of people to raise me. Because apparently, I think my father or somebody sold me to the occult. They sold me to the industry. And they thought that it was an actual legitimate bill of sale. You can't sell people. Nobody buys me, bitch, without my permission. I don't belong to my parents. I belong to God. So recently, those in charge of the secret society or whatever it is that bought me, they were told straight up, they got the ugly, what do you call it when you finally realize something? I addressed the situation head on, like, yeah, I don't owe you anything. You made a deal with my father or my mother or whoever, they owe you. I don't belong to you. I didn't belong to them for them to sell me in the first place. So y'all can miss me with that nonsense. I do not belong to no occult. I don't belong to no secret society. I belong to God and myself. About you selling your children as if they're yours to sell. You are simply a guardian. They came through your portal, but you're just a guardian. And we are not. You are not your parents' property. You are their responsibility. There's a difference. Children are not our property. They are our responsibility. There's a difference. Our children belong to themselves and the God that they choose to believe in. We are here to nurture them and give them the best start in life. What they choose to do with it afterwards is their destiny. Just like you are living your destiny, you choose to do what you want to do with your life. If you want to belong to somebody else, you can do that too. I choose not to. So let's get the last message. This is like a whole court case that I got going on here right now. That's why it's so long. And I'm not about to rush this. We're gonna handle this problem. Who wanna watch the whole video, you watch it. If you don't wanna watch it, don't watch it. But I got issues and I need to have them solved. And if I'm the only one that I can depend on, then this is what I am doing. Oh. I ain't nobody's bitch. fucking humans and your bad attitudes, your jacked up philosophies. And then you want everybody else to play along with the bullshit. Miss me with the nonsense. Okay, the subject matter of this last part of the message. So we got the temple, the Jew. Okay, let's see where God is going with this one. We're a superstar. It's about me. I'm a superstar. I was born that way. I'm a real Jew. If God's people are the Jews, then I'm a real motherfucking Jew. Okay? So we got the Jews, or the temple. My body is the Lord's temple. This superstar is a temple of the Most High God. And we got dream interpretation, or interpretation. We got government politics. That's the underlying issue. So the underlying issue is Jew, dream interpretation, government politics, specific sign, or something specific when it comes to my work. Exactly, my work speaks for itself. We got youngers. So when I was young, barbering, probably at the barber shop. And we got the elders. What's an elder? Elder is somebody with a lot of experience. I'm known outside. I used to work at Ben's studio. I used to work at Fade Kings. I used to work at Harry's Barbers. But it's funny how I've worked for these three, but it's always the same spot. It's because they've already set things up there, how they want my life, my work life to go. It's all starting to make sense to me now when I look back. You know, they say hindsight is 2020. So as time go on and I look back at my life story, everything starts to make more and more sense. See, I wasn't supposed to be alive to be able to recollect these things and connect these dots. was supposed to be dead long time. So the elders, we got the monarchy. And love. So God is talking about my past. God is talking about the proof. Specific sign is the proof. So it says the temple or the Jew, and interpretation is how something was interpreted. The politics, specifics when it comes to my work. So when it comes to my work, people had this interpretation that wasn't necessarily accurate of who I was. So God goes in to talk about when I was younger, youngers barbering at the barber shop. I was very mature, elders. And I was very regal, monarchy, with my love. Elders, monarchy, and love. I've always been like this. It's who I naturally am. And if people from Hayes Road would tell the truth of who I am, you won't hear anything positive. If you hear any negative, it'll be what somebody told them about me. If the people on that road would speak the truth about who I am, you would hear good things, very exceptional things. From the way I dress to the way I talk to people, the way I treat people, the way I was willing to defend myself against even fighting. People who want to come physically, come challenge me. Fuck. Yes, I'm regal, bitch, but if you want me to get down and dirty, I could do that too. Oh, you didn't know? Don't start no shit, don't be no shit. I don't go around making trouble with anybody, but I'm not gonna allow myself to be abused either. Because it's uncivilized. Allow yourself to be abused by somebody like you're somebody's doormat or some shit. Who does that? You wouldn't do that. Don't start no nonsense with me. You won't get no nonsense with me. But I was a superstar then, and I'm a bumbleclad superstar now, and I'm going to continue to be a superstar because I was born a star. My work speak for itself. If I'm doing music, you can see I'm a star. If I'm writing, you can see I'm a star. If I come do tarot, you could see I'm a star. If I'm doing hairdressing, you could see I'm a star. If I'm doing fashion, you could see I'm a star. If I'm doing jewelry making, you can see I'm a star. If I'm just trying to think of something to make life more easy for myself, I come up with all type of inventions and shit all the time. That's star quality. I'm not a sufferer. I am a viver. I make shit happen. I turn nothing much into something wonderful is what I do. Even with people. I take some of the most low lifest type of people and make them feel like they're somebody because they are. They see themselves as nobody and they believe it. But God didn't make any trash. Anybody that go around being like trash, you made yourself trash. God don't make foolishness. So how dare you disrespect yourself like that? If that's how you want to see yourself, then fine. I can't force you to see yourself as who God see you as. But don't expect to come around me and I'm going to treat you like the trash that you see yourself to be. I'm not built like that. So if nobody at all around you ever showed you any love, including your fucking self, I'm going to love you because I was made of love. And if you want to be baffled by that, then be baffled. I don't care. But if you disrespect me in the same breath, I will fuck you up. And so I should. So you will learn, don't do that. It's not okay. Don't repay me hatred and wickedness for my kindness, else I will drop you like a hot potato. And I'll happily drop you because you know what? I'm not afraid to be alone. So if I have to drop all of you, as I have proven, I will do it. And I'm still happier than all of you who have each other. You have each other, and yet your life is more miserable and confusing and dissatisfied. You're dissatisfied with your life. And I'm not. I don't have all those problems. I have peace. I have clarity. I have protection from the divine. I have vision. I have love. I have joy. You don't have all these things. And yet there's so many of you who can click up together and bring your powers and whatnot together, and you're so powerless. You're so empty. And me by myself with God alone, I'm full. And God was courteous enough to make me keep my child. So everybody else deserted me except for my child. Malika could have deserted me too if she wanted to. But she chose to stick with her mom. And I appreciate her for that. But even without Malika, I wouldn't let that break my joy. I wouldn't let that break my focus. Because if you choose to be away from me, then what can I do about it? It's your choice. My responsibility is my life, my present, and my future. That's what I need to focus on. I don't care about who is with me and who is not with me. Because people will support you today and not support you tomorrow. All I care about is the now. What we got going on now. So whenever the now changes to a different kind of now, I'm on it. You drop me, I drop you. You love me, I love you. If I choose to. I'm not the one to play around with all these stupid games that y'all been playing with me. The reason why you keep losing is because you keep underestimating how sensible I am. And where I'm not sensible, I'm blessed. So even when I don't see your attacks coming and I don't know how to handle it, God blesses me with the answers that I need. That's why y'all can't win against me. You'll never win against me. It's better that you have me as an ally rather than an enemy. Because if you try to compete with me, you're going to lose. If you try and fight me, you're going to lose. Because I don't fight people. I don't treat people like shit. So why would you want to come into my life, my humble life, where I'm just doing what I have to do, minding my business, and you all come start some shit and think that I'm supposed to play along? Y'all don't know me. You're getting to know me. So if y'all would talk to all these people from my past who used to hang around Ben's studio and who used to hang around Fade Kings and who used to hang around Harry's barbers, if they would tell you the truth, then they will tell you the truth about how kind I am, how respectful I am, how helpful I am, how generous I am. And I don't ask for much back, just let's treat each other kind. That's it. I don't want nothing from you. If you want to give me something, as long as it with good intention, then I'll happily take it, because I'm not here to make enemies. I'm here to make friends. We're here to support each other. I'm not here to start no bad vibes with nobody. No, you have to no passa, bruv. I'm here to be a success. And I'm looking for people who also want to live their best life. If that's what you want, I'm the gal for you, as long as you're willing to go about it in the right way. If you're a crook, don't come around me. Unless you're the type of crook that is cool enough to say, yo, I am a crook. If you're the type of crook that could happily openly admit that you're a crook, then we can get along. Because if you're a crook pretending not to be a crook and I can see you're a crook, I'm going to probably tell you about the crookishness that I see in you and then you're going to be offended. So I can't deal with crooks who like to pretend not to be crooks. I can deal with crooks who are actually crooks. Then when there's something that I need to be secretive about, then I'll know. Yeah, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Okay, it's a difference with a crook pretending to be a righteous man and a crook who say be like straight up, yo, this is what I do. But you can't blame me for letting out your business if you're coming around me like a righteous man doing crooked shit, and then I'm thinking that, oh, it's no secret. I can talk about that. Next minute, I'm letting out some massive secret that's fucking up your operations. If you're a crook that want to pretend to be righteous, don't bumbleclap come around me because you're confusing. And you're confusing me. I can't deal with people like you. Well, if you're a crook and you're open about your crookishness and you don't mind, and you're a crook with some kind of principle, you're like a Robin Hood, you're bad for your good cause, we good. You check it. Right. So, that brings me to the end of my court case from the reinstating of my dreadlock care business. I thank you very much for joining me. And if you plan on coming to use my brilliant God-given talents, then I welcome you. And if you don't want to, for whatever reason, I respect your wishes. We're not enemies. It's okay. But at least if you're coming, I think that this video has made it abundantly clear to you as to what to expect from me. You have a bit of background on my life story, so you know who you're dealing with. Okay? So let's just treat each other with the respect that we both deserve. Do what we gotta do. Fair trade. And roll out back to our respective lives. Until we meet again. Is it? If you don't want to talk when you come here, we don't have to talk. Because it's about your hair. I should probably charge people to talk to me. To get good advice from me. But I ain't gonna do that. But if you want silence, we could do silence. You want to watch a movie, we could watch a movie. You want to listen to music instead, we could listen to some music instead. Okay? Whatever you want to do. It's your spot. You come here, you get a relaxing hair wash, and you leave looking like a superstar. And you go to your hairdresser when you get the time and get your hair, your dreadlocks twisted up. You'll be living here with your hair washed, moisturized, and dried. Okay? Deep cleaned, moisturized, and dried. That's what you'll be living here with. And if you need any repairs, we'll factor that in. And remember, I take payments before you have your appointment, and I explained why further back in the video. I do recommend that if you want to come around me, you watch this whole video. You don't have to listen to it. You can even listen. You don't have to watch it with your eyes. You can listen to it as a podcast, because you could be doing stuff and just be listening to whatever I be saying. Okay, when you need to look up, you look up at the screen, see what really go on, and then you go back to doing whatever you're doing. Simple as that. But if you want to deal with me, then I do highly recommend that you watch this video in its entirety so you have a good idea what I'm about. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? What you see is what you get. Okay? And although I'm a brave cookie, I'm a tough cookie, I'm one of the bestest cookies that you will have ever met in your entire life. All right? I'm a sweetheart, really. The name of my collective is Beauty and the Beast Collective. That's what we call ourselves over here. Like how Nicki Minaj got the Barbies and Beyonce got the Beehive and whoever else got there, whatever else. We over here is the Beauty and the Beast Collective. You never know which side you're going to get. So don't press buttons all willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Let's treat each other with respect. Okay? Until next of our business. Yours, and I wish me the best in mine, and I thank the Most High God for coming here and representing my case as beautifully as it has. Okay, and to the Green family from Kinsale who has decided to go through their whole life and not really make nothing sensible of their life, Go and suck your mother if you choose to be jealous of me. Okay? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. You have more access to things than me. So if I can make a success out of my life with the very bare minimum that I've been given and all the fucking challenges that y'all been grouping up together and throwing my way, yet I still know how to make myself a fucking success, then there's no reason why you shouldn't also be a success. So don't be a hater. I ain't got no patience for you. Go suck your mother. Because it look like that's where you want to remain. A child suckling pan bumbleclot breasts. You don't want to wake up and be an adult. Go and suck your bumbleclot mother. And stay out of my way. Right.